G'day folks, Tony again here for more Star Control 2. We're off with our autopilot, folks, and we are heading towards the Pekunk homeworld system, or at least where they've told us their homeworld system is. Or we got a big swarm of stuff coming in here. It looks like we're going to end up in an encounter. Let's find out what the deal is. It's the Pekunk. Let's have a chat with them. I sense that you are cautious. You feel that you are not yet ready to enter into the fullness of our compassion. I say to you, let go. Travel to our planet of love at the star you call Gamma Kruger. And share the brightness of your soul with us. I'm trying to. You keep interrupting me. Unburden yourself of fears. Become as a child once again. Release yourself to tears of joy. Go. Go now, young one. Go quickly. Yep. I am on my way. Duty calls. I must go now. Yes, by all means. If duty is calling, I'm sure we'll see each other again. Let's go. Heading swiftly away from these vessels that are chasing us. And here we are in Gamma Kruger itself. Let's chuff our way in slowly here. Maybe we'll be able to make it in and do some scanning of some of these planets first. I'm not quite sure how keen and enthusiastic these Pekunk are going to be. I guess that answers that question. Ooh, 4 of them. Planet 3 of Gamma Kruger. Let's have a chat. Yeah, I am cautious. We've, yep, yep, sure, cool, yep. I'm working on it. Catch you round. Good-o. Let's have a look at this planet and see if we can nick anything from it. What have you got, radioactive world? I see you have some radioactive. Good to know. I'm going to take some of that radioactive for my own. Ha ha ha. Keeping the ears peeled for some audio cues. I'm not really hearing anything at the moment. Not hearing any fire. Not hearing any earthquakes. I'm not hearing any lightning. Oh, there's some earthquakes. Took a while, but they showed up eventually. So these radioactives sell reasonably well. They're certainly not sort of the basic cheap elements, so quite happy with that as a little haul. Let's continue. Heading inwards. What else do we have? Oh, good grief. If this is the same conversation again, I'm going to be most displeased. So yeah, we've seen that one before. Just lots of ships flying around here. Let's try visiting all of these planets first if we can, without ending up in more of exactly the same conversation over and over. Oh no, I missed it. My expert move foiled. All right. What have you got? Planet 4. Super dense world. Class 6 tectonics. That does not look like a fun time, and that does not look like a fun batch of things to want to be picking up. Well, that made that easy, didn't it? Zoom. So I guess guess could be that the inner planet is the one that we're heading towards. There's only one Pekunk flying around this particular planet, so maybe this isn't their homeworld. Let's see. ultramarine world. Lovely. It's got some things on it, things that are definitely worth at least one trip, and some biologicals. That would be handy for talking to the Melnorm, depending on how hazardous they are. So let's head on down to the surface and see what happens. They are moving mighty fast, aren't they? Along with some earthquakes being around. Okay, so not everything coming in to attack us, but certainly some things coming in to attack us. Doesn't look like anything is directly flying at us though, which is nice. Able to pick up little bits and pieces of stuff, so that's cool. In terms of hunting things, slightly challenging from the way these things are looking. So trying to hit them or trying to have them on the screen where we can see them proving to be a little bit of a challenge. That lightning strike certainly not helping matters. Whoa, look out. Oh no. But we're going to try and pick up all of these other bits here, so at least we've got all of that out of the way. Delicious Krypton. One of those larger creatures, I think, whoa, that's definitely going to skedaddle from that one. It would be nice to be able to collect perhaps some resources from some of the larger critters that we've seen around here, although I'm not entirely sure if we could differentiate them on the map. I don't think we can. Maybe the slower moving ones. This one here seems to be moving perhaps a little slower. That was in fact correct, but also clearly a lot tougher. We only have one vessel left, so we are going to leave it at that. Cut our losses, and that's another vessel and some more crew that we're going to have to be buying later on. All right, look at them zipping around. Oh, please not again. Let's see if we can make this happen. Come on now. Ooh, a moon and a planet. Let's head for the moon first and see what we can see. What have we got? Some delicious minerals. A good bunch of halides there by the looks of it. Nothing on the energy, nothing on the biological. 3 and 2 in terms of danger. That seems very manageable. Let's see if we do in fact manage it. Lightning strikes, sure. Nothing we can't handle. Hopefully. Perhaps if we have a good batch of Perhaps if we have a good batch of money from this time around, we might drop some cash on having as full a batch as possible of these landing craft. And it would be super nice to reach the point where we have tougher, more durable versions of them from Melnorm Tech. Of course, that will require us getting some more biological data, which is in itself dangerous, and from the control scheme, also just a little frustrating. Although, of course, finding a rainbow world, of course, would be handy. But we haven't found any of them yet. All right, looks like we're on here for talking to the Pekunk. That's a few ships. Should we? Nah, let's talk to them. Wait, a spirit voice rings within my soul. It tells me that I must give you something. What, spirit? What must we give this young creature? Mineral resources? No. Important secrets? No. Starships? No. Then what is it, spirit? Spit it out. What? That thing? Are you sure? Okay. Here you go, alien. Take this clear spindle. It is an ancient and powerful device built by the Precursors hundreds of thousands of years ago. What does it do, you ask? I haven't the slightest idea. Now, alien, it is important that we continue our conversation. As though this exchange never happened. Auspicious portents and serendipitous omens have foretold your arrival. Welcome, alien guests, to the home of the gentle and playful Pekunk. Children of the cosmic light. Hobgoblins of joy. Seekers of spiritual truth. And other neat stuff like that. Very well. Oof, we're mentioning the spaceship name. So let's get right amongst it. Introductions are in order. I am Captain Clapton, in command of the Dank. Yes, we know all that. We are not known throughout the galactic sector as powerful psychics for nothing. Of course, we already know the answer to our next question too, but we enjoy conversation. Why have you come here? That's an excellent question. Pardon me. So we can offer our services, try and get them on board to help with the Ur-Quan. We can quote Star Trek, or we can be flippant. Let's try and get amongst the business end of things. I wish to enlist you in our fight with the Ur-Quan. The fight, always the fight. We Pekunk are yin, and you are yang. I suppose the problem is that the Ur-Quan are a little more yang than you are. Well, be that as it may, we are sympathetic to your concerns. We were not always the mystical, aloof and yet caring, enlightened beings that we are now. Let us unite and form an alliance. We will provide you with all of the crews, ships and resources that you desire. We will give you... Wait, I sense that you are offended by our crass material offer. Yes, I am ashamed. Any warmongering species could offer this. We are Pekunk, children of the stellar breeze. We shall give you what all others could not, the greatest of gifts. We shall give you our love. Ah, you are speechless. Do not talk now. I can feel the energy connecting us. Let us part while the silence remains. Farewell. But wait, before we go, as a small token of our love, not as a material gift, mind you, we give you 4 of our meager ships, fully crewed. Good luck. Hey, that's pretty nifty. We just got a bunch of stuff. 4 ships for us. That sounds pretty good. That sounds worth saving the game, Tony, before you forget. I agree, me. That was a great call. Well done. Let's go back to navigating so that we can zip back in here, because I think we have more things to discuss with the Pekunk. Captain, we have been expecting you, of course. In fact, you are here because... we wished you to be here. By channeling our psychic energies through a trans-dimensional flux inducer, we are able to affect the low-frequency steam of a soul particle such as yourself and direct its course. The only thing is, we can't remember why we brought you here. Let's see, we can ask about them or the Ilrath. Let's start with the Pekunk, seeing as they're here and they're clearly friendly. Your curiosity is understandable. We are, after all, a fascinating species. Of course, modesty prevents me from talking at length. Perhaps if you were to ask me specific questions, propriety might be better served. Sure. Hey, what can you tell us of the history of the Pekunk? Ah, an intelligent question, but where to begin? Surely you know that we Pekunk were once one and the same species as the Yehat. Yes, it's true. We were once brutal birds of prey, oblivious to the mysteries of crystal magic. Or the 7 dimensions of psychic beings. It was not until Weenie Wicky Beaky Birdie sat on a mystical egg of ice-like temperature and gave the original squawk that our transformation began. It was the squawk that triggered the harmonic oscillations that would lead us to become the enlightened avians that we are. Interesting. What about the Yehat? Are you friendly with them?
That depends on how you define friendly. We love our Yehat brethren, whereas they open fire on our vessels on sight. Fortunately, our psychic abilities allow us to sense the deep, abiding love. And yes, even shyness in our Yehat brothers and sisters. How we must have hurt them when we left so long ago. Soon, though, it will be time for the loving reunion. As our destiny is fulfilled and we are once again reunited as one people. Sure. Hey, Pekunk Emissary, or King, or Emperor, or Lord? Lady? I don't know. What interesting things can you tell us about your culture? Just off the top of my beak, I suppose I would say that our culture would be defined as the ultimate unification, or oneness, if you will, of the extra-dimensional convergent chakra being energies, to form a togetherness self which both is, and is not, a culmination of the new essence, of the now essence. Blech. Do you refer to the now essence as an extension of the cosmic whole, or as a subset of the totality of oneness? An excellent question. The answer is in itself an answer containing the explanation you seek. And more! Let me just say the revelation includes the mysteries of pyramid power, which is merely a subset of the greater and more general pointy power. UFOs and FOs are significant, but their role should not be overplayed. I'm sorry, but I can be no more specific than that. Sure, hey, is it true that you can really see into the future? Yes, it's, wait, a vision comes upon me. A shining light, a crack in the egg. A swirling vortex, a tunnel. I see my past lives, your past lives. More shining light. Ah, there it is now, the future. It's coming in clearer. Yes, I see tears, tears of joy. They are coming from our Yehat brothers and sisters, who welcome us back to the nest, wings outstretched, beaks stuffed with grubs. Soon we shall return, soon.
I'd love to hear more, but would you look at the time? Bye.
Yes, you are right. I should be careful not to overwhelm you with my psychic intensities. Perhaps we could talk about something less overwhelming, albeit less interesting.
Hey, may I ask you a few things about the Ilrath?
Why should we mind? We bear the spidery creatures no ill will. Without darkness there is no light. Without death there is no birth. And thanks to the Ilrath, there's lots of birth.
This is just my impression, but they seem rather hostile. Why is that?
We have delved most deeply into the dark and greasy heart of the Ilrath. And what do you suppose we found there? Well, we found a torpid, vile, malign, odious, spiteful spirit. Right, no surprises there. What did surprise us, though, was what we saw when we regressed into their past lives. It turns out that in their last lives the Ilrath were all shining beings of pure light and blissful love. They had reached the pinnacle of spiritual evolution and could go no further. They were perfection. Then, somehow, they got just a tiny bit better. And wham! They were all of a sudden totally evil. Wouldn't you know it? Get too perfect and you wrap right around to evil. That is why we Pekunk strive to be perfect, but always do a little bad and annoying things to keep from ending up like the Ilrath.
Hey, when was it that they started attacking you?
When? That's easy. It was exactly 27,000 rotations of the 7th planet in the House of Bloody Fum, before the first alignment of the auspicious constellation of Bispis, with the heavenly body of Shamla Sul, which was really only a partial alignment. I guess you would say 8 years ago?
How are you faring in the fight against them?
We have calculated that at our present rate of attrition, We will exist only in the spiritual plane in a matter of a year or so. Of course, the physical realm does hold a certain coarse attraction. A material type quaintness, if you will. We will be somewhat disappointed to have left it. To have to leave it. Is there any way to stop the Ilrath? An interesting question. The answer would be yes. If some benign and loving yet incredibly destructive and powerful force were to simultaneously rip off all of their legs and drop their putrid egg sacs into steaming pools of molten metal, that would have the desired result of ending the conflict. But I jest. Of course, I bear the Ilrath no ill will. How could I, when I am filled only with love?
Hey, let's talk about something else.
Yes, you're right. Why dwell on the heinous Ilrath? When we could speak of flowers, rainbows, fairies, and crystal magic. Did you know, for example, that there is an invisible fairy spirit at this moment sitting on your head? And making humorous faces at me. The mysteries of the universe. Try to understand them, but can you? Nope, they're mysteries.
Good guys. Goodbye, guys. See you later.
Farewell, kind human. Return soon.
Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. We have 4 Pekunk vessels here with us. We're going to save the game again while I remember to do so. Goodo. And I think we might go to our star map and have a look around at some of the other potential planets that we haven't looked at yet. I don't know if we're ready to dive too deeply into Ilrath territory just yet, so let's head down here. We're going to go and check the 2 stars that are in this corner that are away from Ilrath space, and then we'll see how our cargo is holding up. We only have the 1 landing vessel left though, so whoopie-dee and trolley bazoo, what a good day I am having. First, my nestmate surprises me with extra fat and spicy grubs for early meal. And then I am complimented on my fine display of ceremonial tongs. To top it off, I encounter the human friend, loved by all Pekunk. Can things get any better? Sure. What's news?
Vague omens and mysteries, mysterious portents, tangled webs of fate, intertwined with the branches of destiny blown by the capricious winds of happenstance. News. Actually, there is some news. It so happens, it's come to our attention that Dogar and Kazon, the 2 gods of the Ilrath, may actually not exist.
We knew this already. Sure. Hey, I am still having a little trouble defeating the Ur-Quan. Any advice?
Well, not advice exactly, but I can offer you plenty of moral support. Also, I could tell you about another dream. Yes, perhaps I will tell you. About my dream. In this dream, there was a small creature, fragile and weak. Above it loomed a much larger creature, dark and foreboding. The large creature was preparing to take the smaller one into its slavering jaws when the little one looked up and said, "Hold! Why do you do this? What you are doing is wrong." This made the large creature pause while it pondered the question. Then I woke up, and I'm not sure if the little creature got eaten or not. Come to think of it, it really wasn't much of a dream. I would have much preferred Orky Bird's dream. Anyway, just thought I would tell you about that.
Thanks. I've always wanted my fortune told. Would you mind?
Not at all. You are an open book to me. How quaint your little life is. So refreshing. Anyway, I see in your future that you will be jumping across the galaxy through dimensional doorways, which are at your beck and call. This ability you shall receive from a mysterious, and yet somehow I sense, lovable alien race called Aralulilele or Lele Arulu or Lulu Happy Day or something like that. Also, I sense that you will have 14 children and die at an early age.
Adios, Pekankos.
Goodbye, Captain. When the crystal spheres once more rotate into harmonic union, we shall meet again.
Love it. Let's autopilot our way out of here. Not hitting any more Pekunk, thank you. Hey, good times. And somehow we avoided those other things coming after us. One of them cruising fast enough that it's probably a Slolandro. But let's have a poke around here in Delta Kruger until such time as we need to worry about potentially being destroyed by a zappy robot. Planet 4, Planet 4. Class 5 tectonics. And some biologicals. That's going to do us way too much harm. We are not going to do that right now. Let's have a look at this other little dinky planet. Come on now. I'm feeling lucky. Feeling lucky and not being able to steer. Classic combination. Alright. Cross all the fingers and toes. Class 1 tectonics looking good. And Cyanic World. So there's some largish batches of kind of worthwhile objects. Sorry, minerals here. We'll give it a go. One more trip down to the surface to grab these last bits. And then we've only got a couple of gas giants left here in the system. I'm going to assume that they just have tons of moons that are just brimming with awesome. That would be mighty nice. If I recall correctly, they're down this way. Yes, I was right. Purple indeed. Nothing on that one, so we'll leave that one be. Thanks a lot, Planet 2. What about Planet 1? Ah, much better. Oops. Golden looking world. Will it be covered in gold? A treasure world. It is quite literally the thing that I joked. How delightful. No biologicals on it. I'm going to zip on down there and pick up all that stuff. Delicious palladium. Scrumptious palladium. Nice, lovely platinum, some more palladium. And those other two are going to be too large for us to grab all of them. So let's head back down there again. Try and get ourselves maximum goodies. A little bit of an oversteer there, so more platinum. And lucky last, palladium. Beautiful work, team. What about this one? Presumably not a treasure planet because it is not gold. We have a noble world, presumably full of noble. No biologicals, good. Let's go and collect some nobles. Argon is indeed a noble gas. Krypton, not too sure on that one. I guess we can just keep collecting these until they all are gone. Alright, double batch here, radon, delicious. Looks like we might be able to fit all of these into one trip, which I wasn't really expecting when we landed here. Could be a close call though. Oh no, we're not quite going to make it. That's alright. Tons of fuel, so we're all good. But more money for the money box. Go team. That means we've just got the one other little green moon around here, the other side of the gas giant. Bring it on. What do you got for us? Halide world. Yes. Class 1 tectonics again, so that's a good collect once more. Got 2 of our 5 cargo containers more or less full. That's a good feeling. Fluorine, delicious. Iodine, also delicious. Think we got it. There we go. Hey, top work, team. But we are going to have to leave it there. Just going to plot out something here on the star map first. There we go. But yes, we are going to have to leave it there for this part of the Let's Play. Save the game. Thank you so much for tuning in. Give the episode a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. You can subscribe to the channel if you'd like to be notified when other episodes are released. And please tell a friend if you think they might enjoy this. And come back again soon for more Star Control 2.